The image of a 6-year-old Connie Talbot, minus her 2 front teeth, bewitching Simon Cowell, Piers Morgan, and Amanda Holden with her spellbinding rendition of Somewhere Over the Rainbow on Britain's Got Talent is one of those TV moments forever etched on the viewing public's memory. Now, 17 years after she was narrowly beaten to the inaugural BGT crown by opera singer Paul Potts, Talbot is back. Sporting a grown-up, glamorous look for her new tour, the 23-year-old sadly also has a bleaker perspective on the music industry after a tumultuous few years out of the spotlight. Shockingly, she was bullied, prematurely sexualized and relentlessly stalked to the point where her own mother suggested that they flee Britain to escape the suffocating pressure. There's definitely a darker side to being a child in the entertainment industry, and being in that industry as a child has come with sacrifices, says Connie, who hails from Streatley in the West Midlands. My parents, who grew up on a council estate, found it the most challenging because they're not show business people, and never in their wildest dreams did they expect all the attention and all the struggles that came after the show. My dad puts fences up and my mum answers phones in an office, and they were just trying to keep life as normal as possible for me, so it was incredibly difficult to deal with the intensity of coming off a show like that. And unfortunately for me, that included having a stalker, which I've had for most of my life. Connie's pitch-perfect voice has now matured into a richer, more velvety sound, perfect for the series of intimate live dates in Birmingham, London and Manchester she has planned for this September. Even before she finished as runner-up in Britain's Got Talent, she faced a barrage of abuse from vicious keyboard warriors and callous classmates. It still baffles me today that a small child would get hate, she says. It's shocking that people can hate on a 6-year-old girl, but that's what happened. People said a lot of stuff, that I was a spoilt brat and a diva. Because I was in and out of school performing and recording, there were a few incidents where other children would sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow at me in the corridors, which I can see now is quite funny. Anything but funny was the inappropriate attention Connie received from twisted trolls as her debut album Over the Rainbow sold 250,000 copies and topped the charts in 3 countries. Unfortunately, there are people who are inappropriately interested in children, so my parents had to deal with those sorts of comments, says Connie, who was 7 when she recorded the album. We had to deal with potential pedophiles saying lots of stuff they shouldn't have been saying. There was one comment that my dad has never forgotten to this day, and he had to deal with it silently by himself at the time, but after that, nothing really gets to me comments-wise. Eventually the online obscenities bled over into real-life terror. By the time she was a teenager, Connie had become a huge star in Asia, with one appearance on Chinese state television attracting an audience of 400 million. She also appeared on The Oprah Winfrey Show and The Ellen DeGeneres Show, each with millions of viewers.